So a big common question and topic that we're going to be discussing right now is payroll, staff, and employment. So there's going to be a lot of questions and a lot of things that the small business owners are going to be doing right now, whether it's reducing your staff, reducing your payroll, reducing the hours, or sending some employees to work from home, or sending some employees in isolation because they are sick. So what are the responses and what you should be doing for your business to ensure that you're abiding by all the rules and you're not doing anything unfair and illegal with your employees? So the first question that a lot of business owners are asking is, what if my employees is sick, stuck overseas, or need to be isolated because of a sickness? If they're part-time or full-time, then that basically means that they're entitled to sick leave. So for whatever sick leave they have, they can take it up as sick leave. And if they have some annual leave, you can, and they don't have any more sick leave, they can take up annual leave as well. And if they have any more, then you can negotiate with your employee and more than likely pay him unpaid leave as a result of having to take off 14 days because of the isolation, or taking 14 days because of being sick. So that's one thing. So if you're planning to stand down an employee or make the employee redundant because there's not much work available for him, or there's not much profits or income or cash flow to pay this employee anymore, you first got to make sure that you speak to the employee and work out different types of steps to take before standing down the employee. So obviously, if you can maybe reshuffle them to another position, or reduce their hours, or have a chat to them and work out a solution. And if the last result is that that you have to let them go, then you can let them go as a result of that. But it's definitely best to speak to your accountant if you're planning to do something like this, because there are strict rules in place, especially in Fair Work. So check out the Fair Work website. But there are strict rules in place to ensure that you do this right. So definitely speak to an accountant or some sort of expert when it comes to standing down your employees. So what happens if there's a lockdown for your employees and for your business? So basically, a lockdown means that you have to close the business down due to unforeseen circumstances. So basically, the employer cannot be held responsible for something that they can't control. So in this case here, the government has forced a lockdown on the business, and as a result, the business had to close. So if you have to close the company and you can't pay your employees, there are not any requirement to pay your employees because this is forced upon you. The employees can discuss with the employer what they could do in terms of pay, in terms of taking some of their annual leave, or in terms of taking some of their sick leave if they were sick. But if there is a lockdown, more than likely you don't need to pay your employees because the company has to close. So if your employees want to take annual leave, they probably could take some annual leave during the lockdown. I believe that the best course of action is to be open and communicate to your employees and have some transparency with the current situation of the business, the cash flow, as well as the work required from them.